What's going on, world? I'm Wesley from Aconnectiontv, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And the similar connection that we are going to adopt is with Jenny, Jamie, Thomas, Jay, Corey, who else am I forgetting? Ariel, and the exes. I hope I didn't forget anybody. But anyways, yeah, we got Jenny, Jay, Thomas, Jamie, Corey, Ariel, and Ashley would have been the seventh, but Ashley left because she was tired of the house and she couldn't deal, and she was an alcoholic and she always got crazy, so she left. And man, when I tell y'all, I haven't genuinely liked Real World in a very long ass time. It's probably been like 35 fucking seasons since I loved the Real World or liked watching the Real World. I think the latest season that was Marlon's season was the last season. I know I said before, I said Leroy's season was the last season, but no, I watched a little bit of Marlon's season. But if I could try to guess the whole cast of last season, I would not be able to think of the whole cast. I could probably describe them, but I cannot remember their names. I did not really care or pay attention to the cast, to be honest. We start this episode off with Ashley and Thomas. Ashley and Thomas are in boyfriend and girlfriend bliss, okay? They're touching each other, they're flirting with each other, they're going back and forth. They've established that they are a couple, that they are in a relationship. It is established. So, you know, Jamie is all giddy and shit, and Thomas is really digging this girl. Thomas likes Jamie because she's different, and Jamie likes Thomas because she can mold him. In more ways than one, because Thomas hasn't really been in that many relationships. But I think the little puppy love that they have going back and forth, I think it's really nice to see. It's cute, okay? It's cute. You know, Corey is teasing them, saying that y'all need to have sex because y'all haven't had sex yet. And he's like, I'm surprised Thomas does not have blue balls. You know, I've never gotten blue balls before. You know, when he was saying that, I just thought, I've never gotten it before. I always seem to be handled when I need to be handled. I'm just saying. Ariel and Ashley, they are an amazing ex-couple that are enjoying each other's time and company and like physical touch. It's nice to watch them. I'm in love and adore Ariel so much. I mean, this cast of Real World, it is amazing to watch a reality show where the people genuinely get along. They're genuinely becoming friends. They genuinely care for one another. I mean, I was sold. I was sold the day that Corey and Jay ran after homeboy who was trying to touch Ariel, but Ariel didn't need the people's help because he bum rushed the boy, and then Corey wanted to fight on the streets. When they had each other's back in that whole situation, I was sold on this cast. I love this cast of freaking Real World. It is awesome. And Ariel is a breath of fresh air, a breath of purity, honesty, and resilience. And that's amazing to me, to have that kind of character on TV. And it's attached to reality TV at that. You know, it's awesome. And I like it. And I like what Ariel and Ashley have. I think the fact that Ariel is so confident. I think the fact that Ariel is so open with how she was and how she feels about Ashley, and the fact that she's the one that did wrong in the relationship, I think that is just tremendous to watch and listen to. This is the 4th episode, and they've been in this house for a month. And a month and some change. And at this point, they've talked about their exes every freaking second. And I was texting Edson from Love Games. Well, shout out to you, Edson. I was texting, well, Edson was tweeting. And he was like, he doesn't understand how the cast did not get some kind of inclination that they were going to be set up for the exes to join the cast. I mean, 29 seasons, this has never happened before, so maybe, but still, you guys are talking about the exes way too much. You've never seen them talk about the exes remotely at all on any of the Real World seasons. And so one would have to try to wonder, how did you not have some kind of thought? I mean, and so I tweeted Edson and I was like, yeah, I just don't get it either. But I'm gonna be interviewing the cast. Hopefully everything works out. I spoke to Ariel's management and I spoke to Corey's management, and they're all down to do an interview. So hopefully Ariel's interview will be scheduled and commence next week, and Corey's management wants to wait till later in the episode so he can explain what's gonna come up. But I'm like, the manager that manages Corey already knows my formula, so I'm like, brother, you already know me. We can do multiple interviews, like, but anyways, so link of communication has been made with the Real World cast. This will be awesome because I'll be able to dive into another show and get to, you know, you guys could be able to get those questions answered. Anyways, it's exciting, so hopefully it still works out because I'm liking this season of the Real World. I'm just saying. Shout out to Marlon too, because I was gonna do an interview with Marlon, but Marlon, yeah. Befriending exes. Is it okay to befriend your ex? Yes, it is. You never want to have any bad blood with an ex. Not unless they really did you wrong and you just completely got into a physical altercation and the last words were fuck you and die and eat shit or something crazy like that. Always have an open communication type of relationship with your ex because you never know. That is a connection that y'all once had. That is a love or a lust or a like that you once had with someone, and they will always have your back if the separation is mutual and amicable. There will always be that person that you can call on and speak to, and if you have that relationship or a bond with an ex, I think that is awesome to have. Thomas is talking to Jamie about having Haley, his ex, as a friend, and Jamie's like, I just don't get it. Doesn't make sense. I don't agree. Jamie, anyways, I'm all for Thomas with the concept of befriending your exes. I don't think that you should burn any bridge whatsoever. Jay speaks to Jenna. He's reminded of his mother, and y'all already know last episode I got a little crying kind of episode happening when I'm talking about my mother and, you know, being sick. Just to, like, you know, rewind on the subject, you know, I got some new information. My mother went to the hospital and she got checked, and she doesn't have to have surgery right now. She's in good condition and she's holding strong. So yay for that. Before I get all emotional and shit, let me move on to Jay and his situation. Jenna and Jay. I think it's very cool that Jay is trying to work it out with Jenna. Jay used to cheat or cheated on Jenna before. Jenna's trying to forgive him. I can't really see Jay cheating, but then once again, once we get to the club setting and the drinking and all of that happens, then I start to see how Jay can pull himself into that zone of a cheater. Other than that, Jay is like a male version of Ariel, and he lives in the Bronx. Like, I'm so shocked that he lives in the Bronx, and not to say anything about people that live in the Bronx, but I'm just saying he's very open. Like, the casting for this Real World was impeccable. So I hope the casting director got a raise or some kind of a promotion, because this is the best cast in a long time. It's diverse. They're mature, like, minus Ashley. I mean, I don't know. But Jay going on these club excursions and having these, like, interactions with these females, and the females taking pictures and posting them online, and then I'm thinking to myself, like, it's very peculiar how out of nowhere Jenna just so happens to miraculously look up on a website, and Jay's on that website that she just so happened, just, you know, just, it pops up. Like, that's some bullshit. The producers probably put those girls to the side and say, hey, you took some pictures? I want you to upload it to this website. Do that tonight, all right? Kudos. And then they probably called Jenna and said, Jenna, go look at this website and see what Jay's doing, and then call his ass and curse him out. Like, it's just crazy how things are just happening in this, but whatever. Ariel has a surprise for the roommates. And I'm thinking to myself, what kind of life or death situation is she talking about? Because she's like, you never know if you're gonna eat again or whatever have you. So I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm not going. But whatever, let's just say that I go. I have never seen this before, where there is an erotic dinner and the strippers, Yeah, the waitresses are strippers or whatever they are, and they're serving you this food, and then they caress you and they massage you, and they get to rub on you and kiss you and grind on you and all this extra shit. It was so freaking hilarious because Jay was getting a massage from a guy, and Jay was really enjoying the massage. You know what? This reminds me of something where I asked someone, and we're just gonna dig real deep, not even real deep, we're gonna touch on lightly, because I said to someone, if you were blind and you were receiving oral from a mouth, there's no way to know if it's a guy or a girl. You're gonna get aroused, you're going to get hard. What happened with Jay? He did not know it was a male. It was the physical touch of someone touching him, it being in the zone, him thinking it was the girl, but it wasn't, and he still was, you know, physically stimulated by the whole situation. He liked it, is what I'm saying. It's just crazy sometimes to hear guys say that it's disgusting, it will never happen, it's different. It's not fucking different, because at the end of the day, you're still gonna enjoy it. Corey ended up getting a massage from a guy. I thought that was nice how they showed that and the guys didn't flip out. I just thought that was cool. But this erotic dinner, like, why does this not exist in New York? And if it does, I need to find one, and me and my friends need to go, because this was off the freaking hook. I loved it. The people get back, they want to have all these moan and groan sessions and really get into each other and feel each other. So you have Ariel and Ashley knocking boots. You have Thomas and Jamie doing whatever they're doing. I don't know if it was confirmed. Yeah, they said they didn't have sex. Then you have Corey and Jenny, who have established that they are friends with benefits. They get it on in the freaking shower. I thought that was hot. It's just a lot of love going on in this freaking cast, and it's awesome. I feel bad for Jay though, because he's like the odd man out. He can't get no poo-tang, and it's really, really not frustrating. Well, I'm sure it's frustrating for him because everyone around him is just having sex. Just like with me, everyone around me is in a freaking relationship, and I'm the only one that's solo fodolo. I just spoke to somebody later this past a couple hours ago, and that person was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm booed up now." I'm like, everybody and their mama is in a relationship but Wesley. It's crazy. So I'm the Jay in my real world. Season 30, okay? Friends with benefits. Can you be friends with benefits? Or can you have a friends with benefits situation with your friend? I think there are levels of friendship. There are levels of friendship. But, you know, if you go to my blog, I created this word called a buddyship. And usually, when you're cool with someone, like people throw the word friend around so freely, like everyone's their friend. Everyone is not your friend. Everyone can be, majority of the people can be your buddy, but everyone's not your friend. So a friend with benefits is a particular title that is established for someone that you care for, that you're cool with, but you can bang whenever y'all want to bang. There's no strings attached to that particular situation, but you still care for them. You'll probably call them on their birthday and say happy birthday. Y'all can drink, kick it, or whatever, but that's that. That's not like a friend, because friends don't do that. But friends, I don't know, can friends and friends with benefits be on the same level of loyalty and friendship, like respect and honor and code of ethic with friends? Like, is that the same level? It's just really, this is a true friend, but y'all fuck? Like, I can't imagine that, because I can't see me doing that with my friends. So I want you guys to comment on that. I can adopt some of our connections despite our differences, but I'm very different with that concept. So for me, friends is here and friends with benefits is here, aka buddies. That's just how I see it. What about y'all? Jenna finds out about the pictures. Jay is like, I'm not doing anything. Don't front. Don't worry about it. Just trust me. Jay ends up going out again. He ends up kissing the girl. Then he comes back. He tries to tell the cameras to get out of my face. I don't want this on the TV, but I'm like, we already saw it, dude. It's all right. Fess up. Jenny feels some sort of way that she saw Jay kissing another girl when Jay swore put down that he would not, because he's in the relationship. Jenny's like, that would never be me. I'm never cheating. Never, never, never. I'm not that type of girl. She ends up shipwaking with your boy Corey. I thought that was kind of cool. It's nice. Maybe friends with I don't know. It's cool, I guess. Whatever. Brian calling Jenny. I thought that was really hypocritical how Brian got mad when he asked Jenny if she slept with Corey, and she said yes. I'm glad that Jenny is honest. I'm really appreciating the fact that she's honest, but she doesn't owe Brian anything. But then when Brian said that that's really tacky, or that was quick, or whatever the case may be, and I don't know how I feel about that, you have no rights over Jenny. So it doesn't really matter how you feel about the situation, especially when you, okay, are doing your damn thing with some chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, these exes coming into the house, I'm really not caring for them because I've established a connection with the main cast. So these exes probably are going to get the grunt of all of my reviews. I'm just thinking, because I love this freaking cast. That's it. Jenny goes to sign up to the computer, and she comes across Thomas's email, where there is an email from Haley saying, I miss you, and it's hard for me to get over you, or whatever the case may be. Being a cool person, a cool friend, I guess, she goes and decides to tell Jamie. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that particularly, because at the end of the day, well, then again, I guess it really doesn't matter, because the truth is the truth. So in my head, and as days and years passed in my life, I come to the realization that no matter who knows the truth is the truth. So Jenny telling Jamie about the email that she saw, that's the truth. I don't think that Jenny's intent was malicious and trying to get Jamie to be upset with Thomas. I think that she was trying to follow the girl code, if that is an established girl code. But Thomas couldn't get mad at Jenny because it's the truth. It's what happened. You know what I'm saying? And Haley sent an email to Thomas. Thomas did not respond. So Jamie gets all bent out of shape. I think Jamie is she's a control freak. She wants to control the whole situation. And do I feel that Jamie needed to know? I don't think she needed to know. I really don't. I think the only time that comes into play is if I'm Jamie and I ask you, Thomas, are you still receiving emails from Haley? If you then say no, then that's where the problem lies. If you say yes, and then I want to know more information, I think that you should divulge that information to me because we are in a relationship. That's how I think that should work. I don't think Thomas was obligated to tell Jamie that he was receiving emails from Haley because he's not entertaining Haley. He's not. So I was feeling Thomas in this whole situation, and Jamie was just overreacting because she's insecure about her relationship. And that's not a good look. That's not a good look. I don't know. Maybe y'all can adopt similar connections despite our differences. The prank on Corey was hot. Jamie really looked like the monster thing from The Grudge. I thought that was cool. The producer calls and Ariel picks up the phone. They're like, hey, guess what? Ariel's like, yeah. The producer's like, we're going on a trip for 2 days. Get the fuck out the house. I'm like, oh God, this just came out of nowhere. So they go to Shasta Lake or whatever, and then the exes come in and they arrive. These producers are shady as shit, and they're sarcastic as shit. Like, they really are. Like, when the producer was trying to egg Jay on to get involved with the chicks, I'm like, ooh, these producers are shady. I don't know about y'all, but the exes come in. It's like a no-brainer. It's like a dumb moment. It sucks that there was only one male ex. It really, really sucks. But hey, what you gonna do about it? The drama is really gonna come between Haley, Jamie and Thomas, and Corey, Brian, and Jenny. That's where all the drama is going to come from. I have a feeling. Jay still likes Jenna, so they're just going to keep getting along from what I see. And, I don't know. That's really it, right? That's all of them. And Ariel and Ashley, they love each other, so they're just going to keep it going. But I really, in all honesty, hope that this cast stays strong together, because I really love this cast. I really love the people. I think it's awesome. I'm excited for this show. The first time in a long time that I've been excited watching The Real World. I want you guys to leave your comments below the video. Do you think that you have to divulge every piece of information to your girlfriend or boyfriend regarding your ex? Answer that. Also, do you believe in the concept of friends with benefits? Could you be in a friends with benefits type of situation? Answer that. Do you think that these people should have known that the fucking exes were coming? Answer that. I'm watching from Aconnectiontv, the network. Please subscribe. Make sure it says a D at the end. Subscribed. Okay, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Aconnectiontv. Deuces.